Hi there.
Hi, welcome back to Curious Collection. I'm Will.
I'm Cinnamon.
So we had a busy week last week.
We did.
Very exciting.
I feel like we have a busy life.
Yeah, the lifestyle of reselling kind of lends to that. So we had talked about last week how we had that awesome World Series item, and it had sold within 24 hours of listing it.
Yeah,
we had
amazing.
another MLB item. Very similar in nature with like one of those Mets programs. It was Mets' worst season in history, the worst baseball season in modern history, and so that one sold as well. So it was actually a really solid week for our sales.
It was.
And then you had some success as well.
I did. So we had told you that we were starting the new jewelry store. And so I started a new eBay store just for the jewelry. And I've been taking items like the most expensive items out of the main eBay store and listing them in the jewelry store instead. And I've already had a couple of really nice sales.
Right.
So,
you've had 3 sales now total.
Yeah.
And they were all in the new eBay store, correct? So your new Posh and Mercari.
I've had some conversation in those stores, so they're not completely dead, and that's nice. But no, I haven't had any sales in the other stores yet. But yeah, I've had 3 eBay sales.
Right, which is very exciting. Yeah. And what we've seen kind of oddly is that our jewelry stores and our main sales in our main store have kind of lightened up.
Yeah.
And kind of ephemera took over last week. So I have no idea what's driving that. I don't know if it's
because we're listing
more
and not jewelry. I don't know whether it's, the fact that I have a new store. So the thing is, we just don't know. So all we can do is, the things that are within our control. Speaking of things within our control, so it is the end of the quarter, and the new quarter is going to start October 1st. So I just want to remind everyone to get your shipping supplies if you have a store on that discount. So make sure you utilize those resources.
Yeah. So we actually this morning had just gone and ordered some more supplies for my new eBay store. We've got a week.
Yeah.
So that's great.
Craziness.
Get a little bit of a discount, even if it's packaging that you don't normally buy. If it's stuff that you'll use, that discount definitely brings it in line to be competitive with other types of packaging.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something we always take advantage of. What else did we...
Well, we were talking about the fact that, fourth quarter is coming. So with that being said, we are going through and ensuring that all of our Christmas items are not only listed, but that they have a new set of eyes put on them to make sure that all of the item specifics are up to date. They've got good pictures. They're, they're worth putting up. If they didn't make it last Christmas season, why? So, what are we going to do to make them sell this Christmas season?
Right. So we actually started going through some of our stuff. In the past week, I've already had a Christmas postcard sale.
Yep. I've had some Christmas brooches
and stuff. Right. So, people are starting to kind of ease into it. I know everybody, they want to wait till Halloween's over and stuff like that. But the reality is those early birds, you want to get them.
Yes,
because
you really do.
You don't want to miss a single opportunity. And we can kind of see the algorithm is kind of shifting towards some of those holiday things.
Absolutely. And some of those people that are going to get in early are the ones that are going to spend the money too. And that want those best pieces. Like they're going out early because they want to make sure that they've got, first dibs on those really exceptional pieces. Right. So that's really important that those exceptional pieces are right in their faces.
Yeah, we were at a local antique mall. It just opened up last month. And as we're kind of browsing through, I did notice that there were some vendors in there as well with some antique Christmas ornaments. And then because we just went through ours, we were able to look and see. And we had some older inventory that didn't sell last season. And I just decided, no, we're not gonna have that listed. So we delisted those items and we delivered an entire truck and carload of items to consign at the local auction house.
Because, you know, starting a new 3 new stores isn't enough. We should also offload a bunch of stuff to the local auction house. And sure. Just do it all. That's all you got to do.
Right. So it's definitely feeling a lot cleaner around here.
Oh, it's so nice.
Because we've been, you know, kind of building up this inventory. Right. So it was kind of piling up in the living room. Mm-hmm. There was some stuff on our rear porch.
Front porch, everywhere. Yeah. Right. The truck was full and has been for months.
Right.
But it's not anymore, and that's lovely.
Right. Yeah. Everything around here had been kind of bursting at the seams with this inventory that needed to go away.
Yeah.
And so that was really nice to see, and that's really helped clean that up. Mm-hmm. So one of the things I want to talk about is that I've been having some success with our ad store. So our main eBay store is down a little bit this month, but I'm more than making up for that loss of sales with our ad store. Mm-hmm. So, you know, our ad store, we have ads and magazines. So I've been bulking lots of magazines together, and I've been running them on auction for a week. Yeah. And I'm getting about a 30% sell through on those auctions. So it is what it is. You know, not everybody's looking for the item that you're selling when you're selling it.
Yeah.
So I've been letting them go for a little bit less. I've been on a magazine. My hope is to profit anywhere between $3 and $5. It's not a lot of money considering the cost. Mm-hmm. And the reality is I've been getting closer to 2 on these auctions. So I'm getting about 50%, but I'm moving it in a week.
Yeah, which is really nice because then we're able to get some additional, you know, storeroom area, you know, clear off some shelves. So it's been working for sure.
Right. So our ad store is actually up 94.9% this month, which is absolutely crazy. Mm-hmm. And that's over last month. And it's at $1,500. So,
which is great.
Right. So my goal for that store has been 1,000. Mm-hmm. So the fact that we've hit 1,500, absolutely amazing. So it's definitely something I'm going to continue to do is try to keep a couple of auctions running every week at prices that I'm willing to accept, but try to engage with those customers that are looking for that deal, looking for a large quantity of something, and keep pushing that stuff out. So we'll see how it works in the future. Like I said, as of right now, it seems to be working for us. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to keep doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I don't know that. I think that's pretty much all that Q4
actually,
is coming.
What I want to talk about is with you, where you are at with the new store is that we've opened a new eBay store, new Posh, new Mercari, and a lot of our great pieces are in our old eBay store. Yeah. And so what we've discovered is that we can utilize List Perfectly. This is not a promoted ad.
No.
So we're just talking about our experience.
When I opened up my new store, we decided to try to utilize List Perfectly because we were told, you know, we did the research and they have the auto delist function. But they also have the ability to import from one eBay store so that you can then export it to the new eBay store, which is a function that I am utilizing. And that is absolutely wonderful because it does bring over all of the photographs and everything. And then none of them are going to enter all of the item specifics. And we're a big proponent for entering as many item specifics as you can. So it does take a little bit but the thing is, like, I can do the clicky box stuff and it's not so overwhelming. The plan that we purchased, I did not get the automatic delisting plan.
Right. So let's talk about that. So on List Perfectly, they have 3 different levels. They've got like their basic, they've got your business, and then they've got pro. We decided to go with the one mid-range because of the price point. And the fact that these are new stores, they just don't have any inventory listed. So to put in the type of, I think it's close to $90 for the pro
I think
version.
it was 50 for the basic, I think, that we have, and then it was going to end up being 70-ish for the pro version. So I decided that it really wasn't worth, at this exact second in time, it's not worth the extra $20 for the delist function, because if I'm only going to get
2 or 3 sales a week, then you can just delist it yourself. But it's certainly something that we're going to watch and look forward to in the future. Is if we start getting 20, 30 sales a week out of the
then
store,
it would be worth the additional $20 for the peace of mind to be able to stay on top of that and not have to have the mental capacity of staying on top of that. And it's just, but again, that's not where we are today. So today, the import from the main store to be able to export it to my new jewelry store has been an amazing function.
Right. So one thing I wanted to talk about with regard to that import export thing is that when we had kind of gone through the tutorial, they had talked about log into your primary eBay store, export it to list perfectly, and then log out, log back into the other store.
I'm not doing that.
That's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah.
So what we discovered is that we could actually put the...
I have one web browser signed in to the main store, and then I have my other web browser signed in
different logins
to my store, so that I can go into Curious Collection main, I can import, and then I can click into the web browser that has the Curious Jewelry Collection and do that. Get it edited and exported into the different stores.
So it's
I'm
really
doing
important.
It one at a time. But I feel like for me, particularly at this point, it's important for me to do it one at a time, because I'm literally going through and putting a new set of eyes on every single listing that I'm putting into this new store to ensure that it has the quality that I would give it today, not necessarily the quality that I listed it 2 years ago.
Right. So it's important that if you're going to try to do this, and you want to do 2 browsers, you have to have 2 separate Google accounts. And then both of those accounts need to have the List Perfectly extension installed, because we were kind of trying to figure it out, and it really wasn't working well for us until we cracked that code, and you need 2 separate browsers with 2 separate logins. So,
and then the List Perfectly extension on both of those Chrome browsers as well, which I never would have imagined that I wouldn't have figured that out if it wasn't for you. So yay.
So once we got that figured out, it's pretty seamless. At least watching you do it. I'm not.
Well, yeah. Oh, it's so easy when you do it. Goodness.
So that's my experience. Is watching you is
really
very
good.
easy.
Yep. Yeah, especially because yesterday when I was doing it, you were cooking everybody breakfast, and
right.
So then it was really easy.
Yeah. So no, it's been a busy week. It's been a good week for us, though. Sales have been nice. It's good to see some of those higher dollar items go. The volumes are down, so we've sold some nice pieces.
Yeah.
The volumes are down, and I did want to talk about the update. You guys remember I showed probably 2 months ago now a cinema book from Japan, 1930s. I did sell that finally over the weekend.
Yep.
The person basically paid what I paid. I told you guys I way overpaid on this thing, but it was so cool. I just had to have it. So I was able to sell that and at least recoup our capital. So that's fun as well. So it's been, like I said, it's been good in that we're selling
really
some of the higher end stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, I would really like to see some more volume out there, but I think it's going to be some time before that happens.
I think so too. I am so pleased at where everything is. I feel like we're doing our part of going through and getting the listings up and getting these new stores started and really doing our part. And I feel like it's coming to fruition, and eBay's kind of holding their end of the bargain as well.
Sometimes I feel like we're pulling them with us.
Well, steel sharpens steel. So
Right,
if
right.
we have to be amazing to make eBay, like, fall in line, then
Right.
we'll do our part.
Right. So that's kind of my perception on it. So
Mm-hmm.
I hope you guys are having a great week. I hope that you had a good weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and
you're getting ready for Q4.
Yeah, and get ready for Q4. Remember to use that coupon code
Mm-hmm.
to collect your discount for your shipping supplies on
if
eBay.
you've got a store.
Yeah, and like and subscribe.
All right. Thanks so much. Good luck to you guys out there.